Do a little more work on Curly here. Today, I'm going to install a tonneau cover, bed topper, whatever you want to call it. I've had a few of these different trucks, different toppers over the years, different tonneau covers. Most of them, the roll-up style, that are fine. They're relatively budget-friendly, easy to use. Quality-wise, they vary dramatically. Even like the OEM one is sort of like meh. The Velcro sides have a tendency to come loose. The vinyl over time stretches. It doesn't fit quite the same as it used to. And so if you're budget conscious and you have, you know, a limited budget, they're fine. And they'll keep your stuff out of the weather for the most part. The last one I had, the truck I had up in Michigan, had a vinyl cover on it and it leaked like a sieve. So, you know, they vary. What I have always wanted to do was one of those hardtop ones, like the trifold style. And there's some pros and cons to that, but I do like them. At least I think so, not having ever used one. So I picked one up today off the marketplace. I'll show you how to install it. It's actually pretty straightforward. If you can find one like this on marketplace, you can maybe get a pretty good deal. They're a little pricey. I think it's maybe $1,000 or $1,200 on the interwebs. This was like $500. I'll put a link down below to what this one is, for no other reason so that you can see it. Not suggesting you necessarily want to spend $1,200 on it. You do you. Get whatever fits within your budget, within your needs. But just for the reference sake, I'll put a link to this one so you can at least see what it is, make that choice for yourself, or shop around on the marketplace like I did, and maybe you can find one and get a deal. So, let's get after it. All right, let's see what we got here. Again, I just want to be clear. I'm not sponsored by them. I've never been sponsored by them. If they want to sponsor me though, I'm happy to do that. I just bought this with my own money and I bought it used. So this isn't even a new one, but they're pretty good quality. They're pretty sturdy, and you'll see like this has had a fair amount of wear to it and it still looks pretty good. I'll show you kind of what I got with it. So this is the rails that go along the sides and they clamp on. And this piece here is where you bolt the top to. And then this is a vent, so when you get water, rain, it runs down here and vents out. And in the back of the bed, there's 3 plugs. I'm gonna put a hole, I may just pop the plug out or maybe drill a hole through these plugs to run this tube through, and that'll drain the water down behind the bed. There's 2 of these rails. This is the cover itself, obviously. It's pretty heavy. I feel like I'm gonna wish I had a helper here. So yeah, this is the BAKFlip MX4. I said earlier, I think, that it's from Real Truck. I don't know that it's really from Real Truck. This isn't a Real Truck brand. It's the BAKFlip brand. Real Truck sells them. I think you can get them on Amazon. I'll put links or whatever I can find. And then here's the brackets for them. So these are just the clamps, and clamp these rails down to the bed. There are 6 of them total, so 3 on each side. All right, let's get the rails attached. Get this moving. This should go, like I said, this should go fairly quickly. This is there's a right and left. This is the right side one, the passenger side one. This is the driver's side one. You can tell because the little arm is on the inside, the bracket's on the inside, and this goes over the edge of the rail, the bed rail. Just like that. And then clamps in here. Set that down there for a second. We'll get some clamps out. And I don't know for sure how these go, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. 3 of them. And so it's just a carriage bolt. Let's take a look here. So that clamps like this. Okay, so it sandwiches vertically over the inside lip. And then it's got little teeth on it to clamp on both sides. So I'm going to go loosen that up quite a bit. See if we can get as much clearance as we can. I don't know which is front or back, but that looks all right. I'm guessing the nut goes on the inside. I was halfway smart, I'd go find instructions, but I'm not. And somebody questioned my manhood earlier when I said, in a previous video, when I said I looked up the instructions, so, you know, I guess I can't do that. Oops. But I think the nut goes on the outside so that you can get a ratchet on it and get it real tight. Put another one kind of in the middle, I guess. Halfway down, we'll say, plus or minus a few inches. Okay, I just gotta clamp that down. All right, it's 14 millimeter. So, oh, let's do this. You ready, tighty? Numbskull. I kind of wonder, and I'm looking at this, why don't you come off? It doesn't want to come off. Maybe it's not 14 millimeter. Maybe they just barely fit. Because now, there we go. Okay, it's snug. Okay, it's actually 9/16. So much, you know, foreign stuff over the years you buy these days. Forget that sometimes there's American-made stuff that's actually uses American measurements. So this is a 9/16, not a 14 millimeter. 14 millimeter works, but it's super snug. It's hard to get that wrench off. What I was saying when I was doing that was that I wonder if I want to move this down a little bit to get out of the way of this hook. And same thing with that one down there. Like, part of me says it should be as close to the end as possible. And part of me says, yeah, but now you're going to run into clearance issues here. I'm going to leave it for now. We'll see how it goes. Because I do feel like that's really the better way to do it. Probably should do this from inside the bed. Then I can see what the heck I'm doing. But that seems boring. Spray on liner's a little bit rough on the knuckles. Okay, let's do the other side. All right, just to get you a little bit, maybe a little bit closer. I'm not sure how easy that is to see over there. These are those clamps here. And this part goes to the outside. This goes behind the bed rail. So it's got this little notch at the top. And up under here, that bed rail has a hook to it. So you want to hook this under that notch. And then this piece, this set of teeth here, kind of go up against, you can kind of see this is got some ridging to it, some teeth to it. So this will sit like this, and that clamp will clamp up here and hold that here, and then hold it down to the bed here. And then, so the nut does go to the inside. So I was assuming that earlier, but now that I'm looking at it more closely, yeah, it's definitely how it's supposed to go. Hook that under the bed rail, like so. Almost like so. So it's going to go up under there. And you should be able to feel it catch. If you don't feel it catch, it's probably not in there far enough. All right, rails are on. Now before I put the cover on, let's take care of these. Okay, I'm going to try, emphasis on try, to just drill this out. I don't know if it matters that much. Like if I just pop the plug out, it's probably fine. But I think it'd be a little bit cleaner look. Oddly, that nobody else is ever going to see because it's underneath the cover. So maybe this doesn't matter. But I'm going to go right through the middle of it where the little dimple is. And just try to drill a hole that's just about the size of this. That way it stays in there a little better and doesn't kind of flop around. And I'm just using one of these step bits. These are super handy. Make sure I don't drill through anything I don't want to. There we go. So what I'm doing is kind of tucking, so as it goes through, it wants to curl up, tuck it down. And I wonder about, I'm not gonna do anything with it right now, but I wonder about putting like a double-sided tape or something and maybe a zip tie, and just to keep it angling down in case it over time it vibrates back up. But for now, I think we'll be fine. So I'll do the other side and we'll get this top on. Okay, this might be the most difficult part, getting this up there by myself. So that short section goes up towards the truck, and then the 3 long sections rotate back. So that part stays pretty static. And that attaches how? Okay, with these little like thumb screws, whatever. I'll take those off. I will leave the rubber washer. I will lose both washers. That's handy. These brackets, there's some give here as far as how far back to make sure that it's flush both front and back. So we'll have to play with that adjustment a little bit. Oh, it's not too bad. So I'm going to rotate this, flip this all the way out to make sure that, ooh, click, that it aligns, and the tailgate will close and all that jazz, and then we'll bolt it down. Okay, so let's close this up. What we want is this to overlap the tailgate. That is too far back. The tailgate won't close. This rail here is. Okay, so I got to move that up that way. So, should have made sure that was all the way forward, obviously, before I locked it down. Because if it's not, the tailgate will hit it. And it did. Before I go too far, let's make sure the tailgate closes. Excellent. Okay. Now we'll flip this back. So I want to be far enough forward that it'll seal against the top of the bed, or top of the tailgate, so it doesn't leak. So it's got to come back a little bit, but I also want it to seal up front, which has actually plenty of seal up front. It's got a big wide seal up there. This has a little bit under here, little rubber flaps. A little bit, just a touch more. There. So now it's pushing under that rubber seal. Probably have to crawl up in there. It's gonna be hard for you to see. It's dark in there. I don't have enough light. Get the camera in there, have it bounce around. But there's up at the front, there's those 2 kind of flathead, got a plastic head on them, bolts that go through. And then this little thumb nut on the back side, along with a rubber washer up top, and then a regular washer and a lock washer that I dropped on the inside here and I have to find now. But those will go up and we'll tighten it down. I don't want to flip this back over and leave it right where it is. I'm afraid if I flip it back, it's going to push back and be out of alignment again. So I'm just going to crawl up in there. See if we can get it. Where is that washer at? Did it fall away to the ground? No, of course not. That would be way too easy. I think the odds of this, I mean, it's me, so the odds of it are pretty good. I think it fell right down into the bracket that holds the bumper on. So it's gone forever. So I'll go inside and grab another washer and lock washer. It is warm in here. I don't like bacon in the sun. Okay, all right. I think we're good. Here we go. Hard top, bed cover. So these, there's 2 little cables here. This releases each section. And then there's cables up here that release the next section. Be careful you don't yank too hard on that strap there, which I thought was what I had to do, and broke that off. So I'll have to fix that. And you can do it all from one side. You don't have to do both sides, like grab it together. You can just grab the one side and it'll flip up, and then it sits just like this, and there's rubber pads on that hook against, or that sit against the glass so that it doesn't break anything. Then this can go here and keep it from blowing in the wind, so that way it won't push back and flop over on you. Every time I do this, the garbage man goes by. Oh hey, I found that lock washer. So yeah, so this little bracket here, this arm comes up and you can lock it in up here. And that way it doesn't blow forward on you. If you have, you know, if you don't have a ton of stuff in there where it's going to hold it open, as you drive, it's going to bounce. So that holds it open. The other thing I like about this style of top is it does actually provide some glass protection. So when I do have a bunch of logs and sticks and blocks and whatever else I'm taking to the dump and it's sloshing around and bouncing, I'm not bouncing stuff up against the glass. I have become like darn close, like within inches of breaking a friend of mine's truck glass by tossing logs in the back of his truck for him. And one bounce and hit like up here on the top and just missed the glass. So I got real lucky I didn't have to replace his glass. So it'd be nice to not have to do my own. And then when you bring it back down, it just clicks in place as you go. And then when you put the tailgate up, that seals it. So it's secure. You can't get to the latches. It's a little harder to get open than the vinyl ones. Obviously you want to, you know, it's just a plastic latch. If you want in bad enough, get a pry bar, you'll get in. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's better than having an open bed. So we're done. That's it. Easy peasy. Okay, well, other than it being like 800 million degrees underneath that bed in the sun, this is actually relatively easy install. It took maybe, I don't know where we're at here in time, probably 20 minutes, and I've never done this before. It's pretty intuitive. And maybe you watch this and you get about 5 minutes in, you go, oh yeah, I got it. Fine, click off, go install yours, get it done. But maybe it's not quite as intuitive for everybody, and maybe this will help a little bit. Throw a comment down below as far as bed covers here. Do you like this style? Do you like the roll-up style? Why? Somebody who's maybe shopping, your comment might help them make a purchase decision, give them some ideas, something to think about, different feedback. It's all helpful. Get that car community together and give each other advice. Do you like the flip-up style, the trifold? Do you like the hydraulic full bed cover? Do you prefer a topper? Maybe you'd rather have like this. Hey, look, it's 150 bucks. Just get the cheap roll-up vinyl cover. What do you guys like? Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys very much, and we'll see you soon.